know what time it is. Grab your guards, grab your woodies, grab your glasses, do what you need to do. Kick back how you kick back. I'ma kick back how I kick back. And let's get into some of these birth charts. Come on with it.
Now, one of the most telling aspects in Cardi B's chart, and she doesn't have many, we already discussed her sun opposite moon, which is having a gigantic effect on her life currently from what we can see, but we already discussed that. So her the second most pivotal part of her chart, I would say, as far as aspects go, is her Venus conjunct Pluto. Her Venus conjunct Pluto in Scorpio. So you know Pluto rules Scorpio. So her Pluto is at home, but however, her Venus is not. Her Venus is somewhere that it does not want to be. Trust and believe me. Her Venus doesn't want to be in Scorpio. Venus doesn't do well in Scorpio. Remember, Scorpio is death, regeneration. Was it life and death, regeneration, debt, taxes, all of the things that you get into after you're in a relationship, all the deep, dark things, transformation. That's what Scorpio is. And when that comes into, and when Venus comes in there, that's how you love. So when you're in love, you're going to be controlling, you're going to be possessive, you're going to go through many transformations when it comes to love. So that's how Cardi learns a lot of her lessons is through love. So that's why we see her going through so many things when it comes to relationships. And if you really pay attention, that's really where she gets the most criticism from the outside world as far as individuals around her that just question her relationships, like, why are you in these relationships? Whether it's Offset and he keeps cheating and having these sex tapes and everything else, or it was the guy in jail. It's like, why are you with a dude in jail and you're about to be a superstar? It's always some form of criticism, or she's always going through some form of transformation when it comes to her relationships. So with her Venus being conjunct Pluto in Scorpio, this just like, I want to say, quadruples the effect of that Plutonian Scorpio energy. Because like I said, her Venus is already in Scorpio, so she's already going to display those traits when she's in love or when she's trying to relate to others. She's going to be deep. She's not really a very surface level person. She really tries to get to the depths of people and really know them inside and out. She gonna know when your walk change. Like, she that chick. She that girlfriend. Like, why you walking different, bruh? What's up, bruh? Who you been around? Like, she's that chick. Like, that's that Venus and Scorpio energy. And then with it being conjunct to Pluto, it's just gonna like quadruple that effect. So Cardi is probably on Offset. Like, people think that she just like lets him get away with stuff, but no, Cardi probably knew about all that way back when. She probably done already got her revenge and everything. Like, that's what people don't understand. But it's Scorpio, so it's under the surface, so she's not gonna put it out there. Like how he's getting exposed. Like, Scorpio has a lot to do with being exposed as well. Scorpios like to expose secrets. That's why you see a lot of her lovers getting exposed, and you'll probably see her get exposed here later. Her whole career was being exposed, being naked, being a stripper. Like, that's Venus in Scorpio, like conjunct Pluto. She's all the way in the depths. Like, she was already in the depths of the ocean, but she trying to see how far down she can go before she drown. Like, oh, you'll be looking at her like, you know, you about to drown, right? And she gonna look back at you like, I got this. Cause that's that Scorpio energy. Remember, Scorpio is fixed. Even though it's a water sign, it's emotional. It's fixed, so it's fixated on its own, its feelings and emotions and everything else. So, and this is in her Venus, so that's when she's in love. She's fixated on a person. She's fixed. She probably has long-term relationships, or at least attempts to. That's probably what she's trying to build when she goes into a relationship. That's where her mindset is at, long term. Remember, I told you Pluto is long term, and it's sitting right on her Venus. So all of her relationships, she plans on going the distance. Remember, she was discussing marrying a man that she had been with 2 months before he went to jail. Like, like, that's her goal. That's where her mind is at when it comes to love. It's deep. It's not surface level. It's not cute. Like, like Cardi is not into the like you like, how can I put it? She's not into like the superficial kind of love, you know, where people just like to look good together. You know how some couples just we just look good together. Like, and that's good enough for them. Just on the surface level, we look good together. We ain't gotta have nothing in common. We don't have to relate to one another. We don't have to do any of that. Oh, you look good, I look good. Let's bring it together. Or you're smart, I'm smart. You're successful, I'm successful. Like, it's that simple for some people. But Cardi's not that person. She needs to know who you are deep down to your soul. She needs to know what you're gonna say it before you say it. That's that Venus and Scorpio conjunct Pluto. This is gonna bring out her controlling side even more. She was already going to be kind of jealous and kind of manipulative when it comes to love, and kind of wants to possess and take over and kind of consume her lovers. And with that being conjunct Pluto, what? Her niggas, her dudes could probably barely leave the house, boy. But when they do, it's a problem, because remember that moon in Aries. She ain't gonna just let you leave. Because you got Mars in her moon and her Venus. So when she in love, boy. Cardi B's Venus conjunct Pluto and Scorpio is also the reason why she's able to attract so many people to her. Because remember, Scorpio is a very, what they say, Scorpio has that deep energy and that can attract people, because a lot of people want to explore those depths and they want to get to know you, because you're not easy to get to. Venus and Scorpio's love isn't going to be easy to attain. So that kind of mystery and that guardedness about her can attract a lot of people to her, just because they want to know what's behind that pretty face, what's behind all of that aggression, what's behind all of that, why is she so, you know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of what she's giving off. So that Venus conjunct Pluto can draw a lot of different people to her. And when she draws these people to her, she's able to maintain that. Because remember, Scorpio can be obsessive. And Scorpio is a fixed energy. And Pluto is long term. So she's able to maintain attraction over a long period of time. But this can also lead to her being controlling and possessive over people, because she feels like she's supposed to have that. You see what I'm saying? You see how this can go left real quick? If you if you're able to maintain people's attention over a long period of time, and you're not able to do that, and you feel like that's what you're supposed to be able to do, and you can't do that, you're going to try to possess people, and you're going to try to control people, because you feel like that's the role that you're supposed to play. You see how this can go left very quickly? So it can turn into where at first she was the girl, she was kind of untouchable, and the dude just wanted to get next to her, and then he got next to her and he realized he was caught up in a whole web and he couldn't get away. That's this energy. Charlotte's Web, Venus and Scorpio, look, caught up in a rapture. That's that Venus and Scorpio energy, boy. But as soon as you look up, and it's conjunct Pluto, so Cardi can maintain that attractor. She knows how to attract. Cardi knows how to attract things to her. She knows how to maintain them once she's attracted to them. But she can be very underhanded when it comes to love. She can be very manipulative. She can be very possessive. She can be very jealous. Like I said, it's probably hard for her dudes to even leave the house when they want to without getting a third degree. Or she might not say anything. She probably already got you on tabs anyway. You don't even know it. That's Venus and Scorpio. She's not the one that's asking questions. She's not gonna ask you where you been. She know. She been having tabs on you for 3 months. You just now figuring out she crazy. She knew she was crazy. That's why Cardi tell y'all that. That's who she is. That's why she said the whole thing about, if my dude do this, and that to me, I'ma have you set up to have this, and that happen underhanded. Or when people, I hate when people fall out and then they get back cool, because I've already planned bad things to do to them. This has to do with her Mercury and Scorpio as well, but that's that Venus conjunct Pluto. Like, that's how she relates. Like, you get me, I'ma get you. Like, but when she loves you to death. She will die for what she loves. You know what I mean? Her Venus is conjunct Pluto. She will go to the ends and back for what she loves. And what she loves might be a dark. It might. it might be just dark, depressing, disgusting. Why are you doing that's that Scorpio energy. She can find solace in those type of things, like, and it probably throws people off because she has that Libra sun, so she's all bright and nice and happy and being optimistic and relating to everybody. And then she has that moon in Aries, so she wants to fight. So she's gonna fight and be aggressive, be active, and like to go, go, go. But then that Venus in Scorpio is kind of gonna not necessarily bring her down, but it's gonna bring some depth to those relationships because although a Libra is relationship oriented, sometimes these relationships can be superficial. So that Scorpio energy is going to bring her down into the depths. That's why you see her going through a relationship. Venus conjunct Pluto in Scorpio. She's going to go through the depths. But however, when she attracts someone, she's able to maintain that attraction over long periods of time. But with that being said, she will try to possess that person, or she will get jealous, or things like that. And you know, these types of things in relationships can often lead to cheating and things. So she can also be her own downfall in relationships, just with her having that controlling, possessive nature. You know, people tend to, stray away from that. You're not going to control, especially a Sag. She's with a Sag. You're not going to control a Sag. Sorry, y'all, I had to laugh. You trying to control a sash. A sash probably, I ain't gonna even go there. We'll get into that in another video. But, so she'll often be the cause of the downfall of her own relationships with that possessive energy and always trying to control everything. Because that, oftentimes, her men will end up straying anyway. And then she'll be all up in their businesses, stalking them and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Trying to get back at them and stuff, like, well, no, you could have just learned to trust and built that foundation from the beginning, so therefore you wouldn't have to do all that because you had had a deeper understanding of them from the top. And you have to understand that people aren't always going to give you fully of themselves from the beginning, even though she is that way. Because remember, Scorpio is the exposed sign, it's the transformed sign. They're going to try to keep it real. You know, they might not necessarily keep it real about their business, but they're going to try to keep it real. So when she's in love, she probably comes from the top genuine, you know what I mean? She tries to give all of herself genuinely from the beginning, but once she feels like she's been like hurt or that you betrayed her in any kind of way, that's when that dark side switch on, and it can get real ugly real quick. Venus conjunct Pluto in Scorpio. Yes, she's that ex that, like, you should, the dude always talking about it, like every time you come around, he talking about how trash she was, da da da. But every time you look up, every few months, he back with her, and you don't know why. She gotta be the Scorpio. And I'm talking about they done been through everything together, cause Scorpio ain't the, like, nice, peaceful relationship that lasts for 20 years. No, Scorpio, Venus and Scorpio is a relationship that went through the dirt, the damage, the confusion, everything else. It still came out. That's what Scorpio is. So that's how her love life is. Like, she has to go through transformation. She had to go through the nitty gritty, the dirty, the manipulative. She probably done dated the worst of the worst dudes, the most scummiest dudes, manipulative, wanted to use her, all kinds of stuff. Like, Scorpio can come with that. So Cardi B has been through a lot, and that's probably caused her to form a lot of different, like, I can't say different means of loving, but it's probably caused her to be kind of guarded when it comes to love and not necessarily be as trusting as she should be. Like, which I said before, this could cause her to be the, driving force of her own demise as far as her relationships go, because she's not trusting, she's coming in controlling, not trusting, she's coming in controlling, she's coming in, I need things this way, she's coming in fixed. That's how she's coming into it, fixed and deep. And if you're not willing to get that deep or that deep that fast, because Scorpio can get deep quick, like off the top, like everyone's not like that. So that's probably where she runs into a lot of issues as well, because she probably gets deep into these relationships. Then she finds out things, deep dark things about these people when she's already in there. You know, like I said, Scorpio is a fixed sign, so she's stuck there with these terrible people trying to control their ways and what they're doing, and then she's trying to get revenge. It just turns into a whole game, and she ends up being in these destructive relationships. So these relationships that aren't necessarily beneficial for her in the long run, which Scorpio is a long term sign. So she has to work on that. That's something she really needs to work on, that I can see in her chart. That was part 4 of Miss Cardi B's birth chart, all about her Venus conjunct Pluto in Scorpio. Alright, I'm done. All about her Venus conjunct Pluto in Scorpio. We got to see how she's able to attract so many people and maintain her audience, why she goes through so many things in relationships, and maybe how she's a little vengeful and she's not necessarily the helpless victim that people may see her to be. As she said before in her own interviews, that I'm not innocent, and trust me, she meant it. It's true. She's not innocent. She was telling you the truth. Trust and believe. That Venus conjunct Pluto and Scorpio, yeah, she's used to the depths. So this ain't nothing to her. So don't y'all worry. Cardi gonna be alright. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some of my other videos. Let me know what you think down below. Come on with it.